Well, good evening everybody, and welcome to another edition of our Meet the Caps video series. This is the second one that we've done in the 2012-2013 series, and tonight's guest is goaltender Teagan Chisholm. Welcome, Teagan.
Welcome.
Well, it's fun to have you. You've just had quite the weekend, so you had your, I guess it was your second game of the season, but it was actually the first regular season game. We had an exhibition game before that, and you put up a big shutout. So you shut out the Acadia Penn team, and it was a 5-0 game. You had really, particularly your third period was really strong, so lots of good saves. How did you feel about that?
Well, at the first two periods, I didn't really have a lot of shots. I was kind of bored at some points, but at the third, we started taking penalties and just kept getting shots.
Yeah, and once you get into a rhythm, right, it's good, and you start to feel the puck, and it makes it harder to score. But that's good. You had a great game to start off with, and in fact, we're going to Acadia Penn this coming weekend. We're going back to play them right away in our game on Saturday, and then on Sunday we're going on to Beldoon to play the Northern Blackhawks. So it'll be a fun weekend as well, and we're taking a team bus up there, so it should be a lot of fun. All right, so Teagan, last year you played Bantam as well. Now tell me, what do you see the differences between the play that you were in last year and the Bantam AAA level play?
Well, AAA is going to be a lot faster, harder shots, bigger hits, just a lot bigger people compared to when I played last year. And
you're enjoying it so far?
Oh yeah, loving it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch it for sure, so I'm sure it is to play it as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think, what does it take for a Bantam AAA player, not necessarily a goaltender, but just a player, to be successful in this league?
You just got to keep your head up, make sure you don't kill it, and be a team player. Be
a team player, right. So team play is quite obvious, and in fact, we've been talking about that, some of the parents watching the games and so forth. This looks like a team that our team is going to be one of those teams that really plays well together. And certainly, individual play just doesn't work at this level of hockey, right? You just can't skate through the rest of the team and get to the goal. It just doesn't happen very often.
That's what happened last year. When I played, it was just one player per team that could do
more individual?
Do something.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think, as you said, so this is a team-oriented level of play, and I think we're going to have a great team for that. So, you play hockey. I know you play other sports. So, what other sports do you enjoy playing when you're not in hockey season?
I play softball. It's probably one of my two favorite sports between hockey. Play soccer. I like to kick the soccer ball around. All my brothers like football. Okay. So football's a big sport in my house.
Now, do you have one of your brothers is playing for one of the high school teams? Is that Leo Hayes?
Yeah.
And how are they doing this year?
They only won 1 or 2 regular season games, but they made it into the playoffs and played this Friday. So. Okay, nice. So you'll be there, I'm sure, watching that game. It's in St. John, so.
Are you going to go down?
I don't think so. Right before the bus trip, so.
Okay. Well, good luck to them. I'm sure they'll have a good game. Now, so obviously you're mentioning you're playing a lot of sports. What kind of things do you like to do to stay fit? So is kind of playing the sports enough, or do you do anything else other than that?
Well, my softball team, just like the hockey team with Fredericton.
Okay.
So we went there every day during summer, and we also practice in the morning, practice at night. Okay. It's pretty big. Awesome.
So I think as you're mentioning there, this team does off-ice training as well. We do it on Thursday nights at Eric Bissonnette's place on Bishop Drive, and obviously that's great for the team, and it's very helpful for, I think one of the things that happens when you get to Bantam AAA hockey is to play 3 20-minute stop time periods for the first time in hockey. And certainly if you're not used to playing that, there's an additional level of condition that you need to get, and the team's getting there for sure. All right, so Teagan, you've played hockey for many, many years. Do you have a favorite place that you like to play, like a rink that you just feel comfortable in, or you like the setting in the rink or the ice or something?
I'd say it used to be the old Nash Rock Arena.
Yeah.
I got tore down, but now it happens to be the York Arena.
Right. And what is it like? Is it just that the ice is great? Or?
The ice,
yeah. For those people who are outside of Fredericton watching this video, one of the rinks that we have, it's an older rink, it's been around for many, many years, called the York Arena, and it's a cold rink. It's a really cold place to sit and watch a hockey game, but the ice is outstanding, and hockey players far and wide talk about how much they like playing in that rink because of that very fact. All right, so Teagan, hockey memories. What comes to mind if I ask you, what's your best hockey memory so far?
In Portland, second year Adam, when I back was a defenseman playing for the V Reds. It was double overtime, 3-on-3, lobster fest tournament. And right off the face-off, my centerman got it back to me, and I made a rush. Had a chance to shoot, and I shot, and I scored.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a great memory. Well, that's a good one, and you'll have that one for years to come, I'm sure. Now, okay, so let's go to game day. So imagine that we have a game today. What do you do on a game day to get ready to play?
I always have a shake, doesn't matter what it is, in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I like to sleep in as long as I can. Then I always play a game of MLB or NHL with my brother.
Okay.
Depending on the day.
That's a nice routine.
Yeah.
And once you get to the rink, anything special you like to do at the rink? Do you like to get there early, just right on time, or what's your feeling there?
Hour and a half to an hour and 15 minutes. I like to be there.
Okay.
I'm not the typical getting the mental. I'm kind of loose in the dressing room, joking around.
Okay. Well, you've got a routine that works for you. That's great. Now, again, kind of the pre-game routine, but not necessarily on a game day. But if you were, to say to your mother, you want a particular meal, what is your favorite thing to eat at home?
My stepdad, every day, we always have a barbecue, every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Oh my goodness.
It's hamburgers, hot dogs. I love the steak. Steak.
Okay, steak guy.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple on the team that like steak. I know one of them quite well.
Yeah.
So that's great. So you have that every day. So and your stepfather does the cooking?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you help out as well?
If he's a doctor, so he does work at night sometimes. So sometimes I'll start cooking. And
okay.
My mom will make some vegetables or something on the stove.
Very nice. Okay. Now, if you're going to go out and eat, where do you like to go? What kind of restaurants do you like to go to?
Baristow's on Main Street.
Yeah.
And Pita Pit fast food restaurant, but my dad's friend's the owner.
Okay.
She's gonna love Pita Pit.
Yeah, and Baristow's a great place as well. We've eaten there a number of times, and it's really good there. That's good. All right, so we've talked about food a little bit. Tell me about what do you like to do in your spare time? What do you like to do for fun?
We always play backyard baseball. In winter, we play on a rink, my friend's rink, and always play catch with my brother.
Okay.
Both big softball fans. Always out there throwing.
Nice. Okay. Now, tell me, so we know a little bit about your kind of sports side of you, and also the food you like and that sort of thing. What would be an unusual fact that maybe people that don't know you, or even people that know you well, might not know about?
I played high-level hockey as defense and goalie.
Yeah.
So played a few games forward too, but.
Okay. So you're a converted defenseman to goaltender.
Yeah.
So you've got the perspective of being a defender on the ice and also a puck stopper.
Yeah.
So and obviously, I guess you've settled on the goaltending. You like it. You like it quite a bit more than D now that you've done it for a while. Yeah. Good. Okay. So school. Let's talk about schools for a second. So what are your favorite subjects in school, and what are your kind of least favorite subjects?
French. I don't know what it is. I love French.
Okay.
And gym.
You like gym as well. Okay. Awesome. All right. What about music? What kind of music do you like? What do you listen to? What would be on your phone now if I was to look at some of the music on it?
For the dressing room, there's lots of Eminem and rap, but I also like Taylor Swift and Adele.
Okay. Yeah, so that's quite a variety.
Yeah.
Now, when you get to the rink, and I asked some of the boys last year about this, hockey teams tend to have loud music going on in the dressing room. You like that? Don't like it?
I love it.
You love it. So you like the atmosphere of getting connected with the other guys before the game, and that's a lot of fun. Good. And of course they do that after the game as well. Now, favorite NHL team and favorite NHL player?
My favorite NHL team is Toronto Maple Leafs. Favorite goalie is Devin Dubnyk, and favorite defense would be Sheldon Surveyor.
Okay, very good. And Sheldon's, he had quite a good year last year, and he had, I guess it's kind of a well-known story about him. He was out of the NHL for a while, came back, and he really came back very strongly and did really well, so good choice. Now, tell me, this is kind of almost, well, it's pretty much late October now, and of course we're into World Series time, and you being a Ball fan, who do you think is going to win the World Series this year?
Giants.
I think the Giants will, eh?
Giants.
So they had a big 9-0 win last night, which I think surprised a lot of people. The final final game of the series, and they just came out really strong. And of course, this is the year the Yankees have been beat out by Detroit, so it should be a good World Series, and looking forward to watching that in the weeks ahead.
I think the Giants can pull through.
We'll watch, and hopefully we'll see. I think one nice thing about this year's World Series is some different teams than we've seen in the last little while, so it'll be fun to watch, and it could be anyone's series. Okay, if you could meet anybody, living or dead, who would you like to meet?
Monopoly guy.
The Monopoly guy.
Yeah.
That's a great one. The guy with the mustache.
Mustache.
Yeah. What's his name? There's a name for that guy. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, that's a great one. And of course, a lot of us have seen him and picked up the chance cards, looked at them, and he's on every one of them. That's a great one.
Or Ronald McDonald.
Or Ronald McDonald. Don't see Ronald as much as we used to in ads on TV and so forth, but Ronald's still around, I'm sure. Okay, if we could give you 2 tickets to see any sporting event in the world, past, present, or future, what would you like to see?
The ISF in Austria. A guy I played softball with is playing for Team Canada, the only one from New Brunswick. I just love to go watch.
Okay, and when is that?
He leaves this Friday, but it does start the 7th, I do believe.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's a great one. Okay, what are your sports goals for the next few years? What do you see yourself doing? I mean, you're a high school student now. You're grade 9. What would you like to accomplish in the next few years?
I'd like to play high school, be ideal, or maybe even shot up in AAA.
Okay, so keep on the goaltending realm and see how far you can go with it.
Or I'd like to play softball somewhere.
Now, does Leo Hayes have a softball team?
Not for boys.
They don't, okay. Now, last question for you. We talked about what it takes for an individual player to be successful in this league. What do you think this Caps team needs to do to be successful this year in Bantam AAA hockey?
Stay disciplined. We took a lot of penalties in all of our games so far. And be a team player. Don't get down on people.
Okay, awesome. So team-oriented play,
Yeah.
and stay out of the penalty box.
Yeah.
And of course, if the team does take penalties, you'll be there to stop the puck. And if you have a lot of games like you did on the weekend, we'll have a very good year. So we're looking forward to watching you play. Well, that's it for our second interview. And thanks very much, Teagan, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you at the rink.
Yep.